Hey, it's Dan from Garage Strength. So today I decided to wear pants that were a little better than the skin tight shorts that I wore last week. A couple of my buddies gave me some good critiques on that. Anyway, I got an email this week about what do I think's better, incline bench or the regular flat bench. Which is better? I don't really think it matters. I don't really care. But if I had a preference, I would choose an incline bench with a fat bar. I like a fat bar because it simulates power output for most athletic events, especially the shot. The power output here is a similar angle to the shot, but it's also the force production has to be the exact same grip instead of a closed grip. With the fat bars that we have at my gym, 2.5 inches, 2 inches, they're very similar to throwing the shot, and it also improves your grip, and it forces you to recruit more motor units from your prime movers. So I do like the fat grip benches. But anyway, our fat grip bars, whether or not the incline is better than the flat bench, I like the incline the most because it carries over to the other bench press. So the incline on a 45 degree or a 60 degree will carry over really well to a flat bench and even a decline bench. So I would say, as far as that's concerned, the transfer of training is a little bit better with the incline. But it doesn't mean a flat bench is bad. Flat bench is great for shot putters and discus throwers, actually. The guy I trained under in Canada, Dr. Anatoly Bondarchuk, found that discus throwers had a high correlation. The more their bench went up, the more they would throw closer to, like 60 meters in the discus, and that held true, I think, up till about 17 meters in the shot put. So the bench does correlate pretty well. One thing I will say is I like if I have my guys lifting on the incline, we'll generally do special strength movements that are flatter. So they won't do any shot put throws for height. And they won't throw any putts for height or anything, but they'll do side med ball throws. They'll do lighter dumbbell throws to the side, just so that their shoulders stay a little bit healthier. If I have guys flat benching, the special strength might carry over to the shot put throws for height, or rock throws for height, or whatever, cinder block throws, stuff like that. So the incline and the flat bench are, to me, they're equal. As far as which one's better, I don't really think that matters. That's not really going to affect. They're both good. Now, one thing I like to do too is, every week I'll have goals. So one idea that you guys could use is you're going to ramp up each set. So each set you get a little bit heavier as the nervous system wakes up, and you try and hit, let's say, a 6-rep PR, and then there's a drop set after that where you go a little bit lighter. Then the next week you try and hit a 4 to 5-rep PR, drop set a little lighter. Then the next week is a deloading week, and then the fourth week is 2 to 3-rep max, then the drop set. The other thing I like to do is if I have guys inclining, I might say, okay, you're going to do the incline with a barbell with a fat grip. We're going to do a pull, and then after that, 5 or 6 sets, and then we're going to go over and we're going to do really high rep dumbbell bench with a neutral grip, flat dumbbell. So I always like with dumbbells using the neutral grip. It's a lot less stress on the shoulders, a little greater range of motion just to stretch out the pecs, stretch out the chest. And I found that works pretty well to increasing the bench and to keep the structural balance in the shoulder girdle. Those are just some tidbits. So I don't really think the incline bench is better than the flat bench. I don't think the flat bench is better than the incline. I do think those two lifts, the incline and the flat, are better than the decline. But I will use the decline as an assistance lift if I see somebody has problems in there. They got weak triceps in the flat bench or in the incline. Another example I might do is, let's say they flat bench pretty heavy, then we'll do close grip incline later just to work the triceps. So there's all different ways that you can train the bench, and I think the incline's great. I think the flat bench is great, and they're both going to improve your throws, especially if you're a shot putter or a discus thrower. Now, I do think it's imperative that you get good at doing pull-ups, just to keep structurally balanced. This is for younger kids. I do think it's important that you do a lot of rows so that everything's not a press, not a press, not a press. There's some pulling in there so that you're not as internally rotated. Snatching also helps prevent you from becoming internally rotated. Now, this is in regards to my high school throwers. So this is once I get high school guys to a certain level, once their strength's at a certain point where they can throw 315 on the flat bench, board bench at 5 or 6 reps really fast. At that point, their program completely changes, and it's less strength-based, and lifting becomes more of just like a central nervous system primer. Everything then is even more focused on the circle. Special strength is also, it goes throwing, special strength, and then it lifts. Whereas high school kids, it's throwing, lifting, special strength, at least in my system. Anyway, thanks for the questions. Keep shooting them towards me, and I'll try and answer them the best I can. Hopefully I don't ramble on. Hopefully I don't wear really tight shorts the next time. Thanks.